Wish we'd had some sign of Kiwana
Whew.
soon. Maybe we'll still get lucky?
Okay.
Are you ready to go, Yagami-san?
I am ready to go.
Yeah. Let's go.
I wonder what has to save here. It's gonna be hard, isn't it?
Man, where is this fucking guy? This shit's taking forever. Yeah. It's not like anyone else is here. You think the cops got it wrong? Then what do? Keep looking? Is there a fucking point?
Seems like Kiwana-san's giving them a slip. What's the plan now?
Let's find out what RK's gonna do when they catch Kiwana. They're planning to kill him themselves?
What, you gonna just stroll up and ask them?
Well, I only count 4 of them. So, 2 each. Piece of cake.
I guess.
Okay, let's go. Hello, gentlemen. Got a couple questions for you.
Huh? Who the hell are you two? You with the Kome Jewel?
Yes. Can we just say yes?
They don't even recognize you, Yagami-san?
Well, that's kind of sad.
What's going on here?
Ah, fuck.
Yagami-san? I don't think it's just 2 each anymore.
It's 4 each.
Hey, that's the detective from Kamurocho.
A detective?
Just get him. They're with Kitakata.
Fuck you. Let's get it started. Hope you're ready to die.
I've been waiting for this shit.
Okay, let's go. Whoa, what the fuck was that? Oh, he's got a gun. Well, that guy's got a lot of health. Let's eat something.
That all you got? I thought there were more of you guys.
Let's not jinx it, man.
Yeah.
You guys came looking for Kiwana, right? What were you gonna do to him?
We were just told to catch him. Not sure what comes after that.
You sure the plan wasn't to kill him?
I said I don't know.
Who gave the order here? Soma?
It was Akusa-san. Probably on Soma-san's orders, though.
Hey, Yagami-san?
Nah, fuck. Hello.
Hey, how come Ijincho has so many creepy masks?
I was just gonna ask you.
Kiwana's not here.
Huh?
That intel was fake. We were the ones who put it out.
You live here? Then you must be Komichu.
Normally, it's us hiring the handyman. But this time, it was Kiwana asking the favor.
Huh? To put out false information?
Yes. He said he wanted to see what kind of enemy he was dealing with, and how they'd respond to an eyewitness report. Seeing as how easy police info made its way to these thugs, I'd say he was wise to use caution.
Yeah.
Were he any closer, he would have been ensnared by now.
So Kiwana's nearby, watching everything unfold as we speak? He's really in Ijincho then?
We'll have to clear the room to discuss that.
Leave.
Hey, why are you looking at me?
Sorry.
As you said, Kuwana's returned to Ijincho. There are benefits to being here that only he can exploit.
Where's he hiding out?
Under the protection of Tesso from the Yokohama Ryomon. But you're cleared to see him. We already took care of that.
Kuwana actually said he'd meet us?
Come on. There's a way through the cops don't know. You can get out to the city from there.
That'd be helpful, thanks.
Weren't they working with the arcade?
Bear in mind, you may not leave alive if you come back. You were never welcome here.
And never mind. So, where do we find Kuwana-san?
I'm sure the Ryumon will lead us to him. It so happens I've got a brother there named Tesso.
Oh, what?
Oh
Let's get there
yeah.
before Kuwana
I was like, where did I
changes.
know that name? But we are brothers now.
So, you're Yagami Aniki? Tesso-san told me to let you in.
Yagami Aniki?
Will you be coming inside?
Thank you, Aaron. See, there's another one of these. What
Sure.
the hell's going
let me
on?
pass.
This way, please.
Bro, hey man. Welcome back, friends.
Tesso Aniki? Do I have to call you that?
Take a seat. And you too, buddy.
This'll be fun.
And which of your names should we be using for you now? Kuwana? Or do you prefer Kitakata-sensei?
Kitakata's a name that's been all but murdered by society. In Ijincho, I'm just a merry old handyman Kuwana-san.
If you ask the cops, you're the murder suspect, Kitakata. After killing Sawa-sensei, you fled the scene. At least, that's the story the police top brass are passing down through the ranks. Now, why would they say something like that about you?
Calm down, Yagami. How come you never relax?
'Cause we need answers.
So Kuwana hired you guys from the start, and you pretended to not know each other in front of me? If that's the case, you really went all out for me.
Didn't I tell you? The Ryumon accepts anonymous requests too. Tesso didn't know I was the one who hired him. I suppose there's no point in hiding that now.
That's just how it is. Nothing to get mad over, bro.
You really aren't hiding anything? Did you tell him all you'd done?
He's a former high school teacher who's going around killing bullies. Can't be much more to hide than that. You need more convincing?
Honestly, I'm at a loss. I worked my ass off to get where you are.
And I'm still trying to untangle the mess you've made of it. You've got my student helpers by the throats. So I'm really backed into a corner here.
You mean the graduates from Kurokawa Academy? Like Mamiya-san?
Very good, Sugiura-kun. So how about it? No reason for us to doubt each other's intentions, right? All the secrets are out in the open now.
Fine. Then I'm gonna light up.
See.
You were just over at Komijul, weren't you? RK was looking for me there. The police even lent them a hand.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm even more confused. I give up. Who in the world could be after me? Who has influence over both RK and the police?
Care to venture a guess?
They'd be the uneducated guesses of a handyman. You got any bright ideas yourself, Master Detective?
I haven't confirmed it for sure yet, but I have a pretty good theory for you.
Oh? Who?
Yeah. This chick.
Reiko Kusamoto, Vice Minister of the Ministry of Health. She's Mitsuru Kusamoto's mother, your student from 13 years ago.
What?
There's a chance she's the one trying to silence you. And public security is taking orders directly from her.
Public security?
A detective from Kanagawa PD told me. Public security is pinning you as Sawa Sensei's murderer. He was also told to back off RK. Public security is protecting RK. It would explain why they have free reign on the Jincho.
Hey, back up. Why does this Kusumoto lady want to silence Kawana in the first place?
Kawana had his former students kidnap Shinya Kawai in Kamurocho 5 years ago. The same guy who pushed her son into jumping off a roof. Kawai was killed after that. Before you killed Kawai, you approached Reiko Kusamoto about the prospect of revenge, didn't you? Ahara told us that. Before taking revenge on a bully, you'd approach the family about it first. Did you make the same offer to Reiko Kusamoto?
What if I did?
She's the Vice Minister of the Ministry of Health. She's pretty popular. She's even cleaning up her predecessor's mess. If it were to surface that she agreed to a revenge killing, they'd have yet another massive scandal on their hands. And if you get to go down in cuffs instead of a body bag, that detail may just come out. Before that can happen, Reiko Kusamoto plans to
Have me silenced and use public security to do it.
Pretty
Exactly.
much.
Except public security can't just go after you, so they subcontracted RK to do the dirty work. That would explain why public security is trying to cover for RK.
I see. Well, the logic starts off soundly enough.
Something wrong with it?
Unfortunately, yes. Something does stick out.
And what's that?
I did, in fact, approach Kusamoto-san 5 years ago about taking revenge on Shinya Kawai. And just as you said, I used Mamiya-kun and the others to kidnap Kawai.
And?
From that point on, Kusamoto-san knew I was directing Mamiya-kun and the others. She'd seen their faces, knew their identities, everything. So, if Kusamoto-san wanted to go after me, Mamiya-kun and the others would be first on the list. But the fact is, public security hasn't laid a finger on them, even now. Which means, Kusamoto-san isn't the one giving them orders.
Sure, that makes some sense.
Hey, so sorry if this is off topic, but what was Kusamoto-san doing when Shinya Kawai was killed 5 years back?
She was standing right there with me. Afterwards, she took 3 days of PTO, and that was a first for her.
Why?
Shinya Kawai died at the hands of Kusamoto-san. She drove the knife into his chest personally. She took it slow, making sure he suffered the whole time. Just like Akihiro Ahara, she avenged her son with her own 2 hands. I admire her.
She killed Kawai herself?
Damn. I think it could be Mamiya-san's husband, because they made a big deal about him and shit, and we never got to see who it was
Afterward, she told me she'd never wash the smell of his
or what
blood
he
off her
does for a
hands.
job.
Damn, man.
I was the only one who knew that, by the way. The others have no idea. On that day 5 years ago, I sent them straight home after they brought me Kawai. And I was the only one with Kusamoto-san when she killed him.
This sounds way too crazy to be real.
Even so, the fact is, Kusamoto-san hasn't betrayed me. Besides, I doubt the Vice Minister is powerful enough to order public security around.
Then who is giving them their orders?
Well, I'd say your theory's on the right track. I'm sure public security contracted RK. It lines up with what's happened so far. I imagine they're so persistent because they know I can be used against Kusamoto-san.
Either way, whoever's pulling the strings is someone who'll benefit from your capture. So if it isn't Reiko Kusamoto, maybe it's one of her enemies?
An enemy?
Yeah, like someone within the Ministry of Health. Or maybe even some kind of political rival. Nothing would be more valuable to them than dirt on Kusamoto, right? They're probably trying to take her down. Or they could threaten and manipulate her as they see fit. Is that why public security's been taking action? If they wanted to take her down, they could have had the police investigate her fair and square.
Right. Kusamoto-san can walk away from the Ministry of Health anytime she wants. Plus, she has the public's support, especially with the younger crowds. All just more reasons for her to have enemies.
I read some article about how even the Prime Minister has a hard time with her. Like, she'll get up in his face every time he signs an order. Dumbass loses so many arguments, he practically works for her now.
So the Prime Minister's trying to find some dirt on Reiko Kusamoto?
He's just an example. Weren't you listening when we said Kusamoto-san has lots of enemies in her position?
Hey, don't be a dick.
Huh.
So whoever's behind this may have been looking for a weakness in Kusamoto-san for a while. They must have got their start after realizing Ehara's case was really about getting revenge on a bully. That puts Ehara and Reiko Kusamoto in the same boat, being that their only sons were bullying victims. And if they discovered that Kawai also vanished 5 years ago...
Regardless, that wouldn't account for the rest of the incidents where a bully ended up dead. You'd know. You're the one going up and down the whole country killing them off, aren't you? Kawai makes number 7.
7? Damn, man.
It wouldn't take much to connect the dots. It'd lead straight to her. Reiko Kusamoto. Then they'd know that she was among the victims who got her revenge.
Yeah. And then, to Ahara's case. The link between him and Kusamoto is clear as day now if you know what you're looking for. That link... Sawa-sensei. Took me a while, but I connected the two cases together myself. It was RK. She never should have even been on their radar. In fact, they traced your name from her. Sawa-sensei knew. She suspected you were involved with the Mikoshiba murder in one way or another, right? You don't care. You see your killing spree on these former bullies like you're doing the country a service. In your eyes, this is vengeance. Actually, no. You'd call it justice, wouldn't you? Except... Sawa-sensei wouldn't have died if it was.
That was never my intent. She shouldn't have died.
No. You don't get to just brush her off like that. Like an afterthought. You had to have known you'd go down for this eventually. And you're fine if all your old students like Yui Mamiya go down with you. By then, why would you look back at your trail of blood? Why would you clean up all your carnage? It's not your problem, right? You move forward with one purpose. Send as many bullies to hell as you can. Beyond that, you don't give a shit what happens. Sawa-sensei died in tears. You didn't see what I saw. The fear she must have felt was still frozen on her face. You, Ehara, Reiko Kusamoto, you're all murderers. And so far, all of you have gotten away with it. So why did Yoko Sawa end up having to pay the price? Tell me, will you even be able to look her in the eye when you die?
I doubt it. That's gonna follow me well into the afterlife. So what now, then? March to the cops and turn myself in?
You should. If you don't do exactly that, no one will know why she had to die. And that'll be the end of her story.
But they'll kill
Everyone
him.
will keep on dancing around her death, even though she was completely innocent. Just like the cops are doing.
Afraid I can't do that. If I turn myself in now, there's only one thing that happens. Public security takes me out.
Yep.
And worse, Reiko Kusamoto would be compromised. And that, I will never allow to happen. Of all the people involved in this, she deserves to walk free. Her revenge was justified.
You think so?
All she did was scrape off the scum of the earth that pushed her only son into an attempted suicide. She didn't sit around crying about a legal miscarriage. She took justice into her own hands. No one has any right to indict her for that. So don't go there. Nobody lays a finger on her.
Hey, skinny ginger kid.
Ah!
Looks like this is gonna turn into a little more than a chat.
Good thinking.
Oh, let's fucking go,
Was
kid.
your plan to kill me too? Anyone who interferes with your justice, we all get added to your body count, don't we?
The punishment fits the crime. You're just blind. If you can't see that, then you can go to hell! Stay out of my way!
Oh, fuck, there's a new level to it. Wow. Can't I block that somehow?
Bring it on!
I fucking dodged. Don't knock me to the ground, bitch. What's that blue aura around me? Let's just be careful. Okay, let's fight clean. Dodging, man. Oh, I dodged.
Bring it on!
Boom, bitch.
How long has this been going now?
I lost track.
Call it?
Nah. They're gonna tire out eventually. Beating the shit out of each other is the way some people communicate.
I can see that.
Damn. Fucking headbutt, dude. That's fucked.
There we go. Now it's done.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Haven't you had enough yet?
What?
You think it's time to give it a rest?
Hell no. Stay out of our way.
You're not looking so hot.
You got lucky I stopped when I did, you know. I had a move lined up with your name on it.
You're the one who got lucky as far as I'm concerned.
You can't even stand
I was
up.
about to kick your ass.
What a fucking mess, guys. Hey, both of you, eat. Your food's getting cold.
One of our higher-ups cooked this himself. Won't look good if there's any left.
Not a problem. This stuff's great.
Delicious! Man, this is the good stuff.
So that means Reiko Kusamoto could be being targeted by public security.
Right. It's possible part of the police wants to catch me as leverage against Kusamoto-san on public security orders. But that's only if public security really is behind this. You're the one who said you got that info from a cop.
Well, someone up top's been putting pressure on the investigation. That much is clear. But no matter how you slice it, the fact that you're enemy number one while RK roams free is absurd. Unfortunately, all I got out of that cop was that public security itself is who we're up against.
Public security is Japan's top intelligence agency. If they're after you, there's no escape.
Agreed.
Then I guess now's a good time to make a suggestion.
Huh?
Tell me, who benefits the most from you two fighting? Huh? That'd be public security. The more you drag each other down, the easier they'll be able to get the jump on you. By the time you notice, it's too late. They've got you. And that's exactly what they'd want, right? But what if you two work together? You watch each other's backs and act before RK and public security do. You might even be able to find out who's pulling the strings.
Yeah. For two enemies to join forces, there needs to be an even greater threat to fight.
Sure, I'm on board with that.
Fine, but this is only temporary. Once we finish with public security, I'm gonna make sure you answer for what you've done.
Okay, then where do we start? Do we just storm public security at this point?
No. First, we need to confirm public security is really the enemy we're after.
Right. We'll make our move after that.
We have the element of surprise. They have no idea we're working together.
Then we'll use it to our advantage and outsmart them.
Aw, look at the boys playing nice.
If public security's trying to find some leverage against Kusamoto-san, they'll likely be listening in on her. They're the experts in wiretapping and espionage, after all. We just need a quick confirmation.
How?
We'll just give her a call.
Right here?
Yes. That way, her enemy will trace the call and pinpoint our location. And public security is the only one in Japan who can pull that off, so we'll know right away if it's them.
Thinking.
Yeah. Wait, hold up!
Yeah,
You say
exactly.
if you call up Reiko Kusamoto, then the bad guys will start pouring in? Can we maybe not do that here?
Actually, that might just work in our favor.
Huh? Bro, why are you talking crazy?
Yagami-san, you sure about getting on bro terms without Kaito-san? Wouldn't that bum him out?
Whoa. This is amazing. What is this?
Good shit, huh? You've got good taste, bro. I knew you of all people would notice the difference.
Kuwana, when was the last time you spoke to Reiko Kusamoto?
5 years ago, on the night she killed Kawai. We arranged it, so we'd never contact each other after that.
So you have her number then?
If it hasn't changed.
What is it then? I have an idea.
What?
We're gonna set a trap to find out if we really are up against public security. If they trace the call and they send people for us, then we know for sure it's them. That's why we're gonna call Reiko Kusamoto using a location that doesn't exist at all.
How's that work?
We'll use 2 phones that can't be traced back to us, and we'll relay your voice. Obviously you won't be wherever we do this from. Best to do this someplace with no one around. Once we see who they send in, mission accomplished.
Wait, what's happening?
Don't worry, I got it. You'll catch up, Sugiura-kun.
First, we need to know our enemy. I'll have Tsukumo prep us some burner phones.
Which means a truce for the time being?
Only while you're here. Gotta keep things civil for my brother.
Man, Zhao-san's cooking makes even the suckiest situations not suck.
Cheers to that! Hey, so Tsukumo-kun's already got the phones ready. They're burners that can't be traced back to us.
2 of them, right?
Just like you asked for.
Nicely done, Yokohama 99. Your work quick.
Where the fuck is he? Oh, portal. What the fuck? What the hell's going on there?
Ah, just the two I've been waiting for. Excellent work, by the way.
Hey, got those burner phones ready?
Of course I do. Who do you think I am?
I still don't fully get what's going on. Yagami-san, what are we gonna do with these?
Okay, I'll break it down. First, we call Kawana on one phone. Let's say this one here. Then we use this other phone to call Reiko Kusamoto, using them that way. The phones won't be connected to each other, but their voices will be relayed so they can talk normally.
Oh, okay. And then?
If public security finds out Reiko Kusamoto's talking to Kawana, they'll trace the call without actually finding it. Then we can see exactly who they send without risk of being seen ourselves.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm getting it.
Surely you don't intend to do that here, do you? That would put a beacon on us for
Yeah.
Kawana-san's enemies.
Yeah, we'll do it somewhere remote. We need a place where nobody would raise an eyebrow at an army of public security boys. And it's gotta have a good vantage point.
There's a building under construction not far from here. It's late, so no one should be around that may get involved unintentionally.
Where is it?
It's right near Seirio High.
Huh.
There's a crane by the river, too. You'll know when you see it.
Okay, you two stay put. I should be able to handle this alone.
You sure about that?
Let me at least put out a drone, Yagamishi, even if it isn't much. I'll use it to capture the faces of Kawana-san's pursuers.
That'd be good.
Let's fucking go. What the fuck? What's over there? Alright, I see it. How do I get in there? Can I go in this way? No. Oh, fuck. That guy's got a gun. Fuck, that guy's got a gun in it too. Ah! Come on then, motherfucker. What the fuck? I hate how the fucking guns now. Give me some food. Oh, that didn't even fucking heal me all the way.
Start. Now we're pretty tasty. Thanks.
ありがとうございました。
That'll be fine.
This must be the construction site Tsukumo was talking about.
This is Tsukumo. Yagamishi, I've confirmed your position.
Yeah. I think I can spot whoever comes close from here.
How will we get away?
I'm gonna
though?
call Kawana on the burner now.
Understood. It's Kawana.
You ready? I'm about to call Reiko Kusamoto. Once you're connected, you take it from there.
It's been 5 years since I last spoke to her.
Yeah. Can't imagine this won't be awkward.
I know. Okay, do it.
How you gonna do it when it's taped like that? Plus, we won't be able to hear anything. Hello?
Yes, hello?
This is Kitakata from Kurakawa Academy.
What?
You'll have to forgive me for this, but the position I'm in required me to reach out to you. I would never have done this otherwise. I should also note, there's a high probability this phone call is being tapped.
I see. Very well, then.
It's been 13 years, Kusumoto-san.
So it has.
Kitakata-sensei.
What the
Read about
fuck?
your accomplishments. To think you'd become a vice minister.
You never really know how things are going to work out.
But that's not true at all, Kusumoto-san. You were always destined to move up in the world. I've got to be honest with you. A woman as virtuous and as capable as you deserves the world and then some.
But how is Mitsuru-kun?
I'm afraid he's still asleep. Nothing's changed.
I see. I wish I had the words.
What is it you wanted?
If you've been watching the news, you've probably already heard. I've become a prime suspect for a crime. They think I murdered Yokosawa in her apartment.
I've heard.
Obviously, it wasn't me who killed her, of course. Do you happen to remember Sawa-kun by any chance?
The girl from your class. She was the only one of those students who ever came to visit Mitsuru. But even then, that's been at least 10 years now. I got a letter from her once. She wanted to tell me she'd become a teacher. But I never did reply. And that was the last I'd heard from her.
I see.
So back to my question. What do you want?
I hope you weren't planning to ask me for a favor. I'm afraid the answer would be no.
No, it's not that. It's just... I wanted to let you know that at some point, someone may come to you to ask a few questions about me. I thought I should give you a heads up. I'll make every effort to ensure they won't cause any trouble for you, Kusumoto-san. I'm sorry about this. I'll try to handle it from my side.
So in your opinion, then, do you believe anything related to you could cause me any trouble?
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll be just fine.
Oh shit.
Kill the headlights.
2 cars inbound. Looks like we were right on the money. This proves Reiko Kusamoto's phone is compromised. And if there's one organization capable of tracing a call and moving on it, it's gotta be public security on the hunt for Kawana.
Public security is really coming straight to you by car?
No.
It's okay.
There's no way they can mobilize their people that quickly. My guess? It's gotta be the prefectural police that they've got in their pocket. Or it's just RK.
I will say it's been great to hear your voice again. But this should be the last time you ever hear from me. I'll try my best.
I understand. Goodbye.
Hey, look. It's a drone.
I don't know why you connected it to the
phone
drone.
attached to it. Shoot it. Shoot it down.
You sure?
Just take it down. Hurry it up. Hey, what the fuck are you aiming at?
I can't hit it. It's too small. Shit!
Damn, dude. How the hell are we supposed to chase down a drone? And where the fuck is this Kuwana guy?
Who knows, man? They called us in to catch this shithead, but how the hell are we supposed to do that? It's fucked up. Do we look like Spec Ops?
Yeah, right. But at least you gotta shoot that thing.
This is my second time, actually. I took a few shots at some kids in a park. I aimed at the ground and sent those little shits running for their lives.
We're done here. Pack it in.
That's 6 punks and only 1 gun between you by my count.
Who the
Hello.
fuck are you?
If it was you guys in charge, I'm sure Kuwana would have had this whole thing solved a long time ago. Well, then again, I suppose I do have to give you credit for how fast you made it here.
That was my gun, asshole!
Who's the one giving the orders? You may as well just level with me. You guys are RK's bottom rung, right?
It sounds like you must know Kuwana. Well, I guess we're not gonna be leaving here empty-handed after all. Come on! We're taking this guy in, boys! Fuck him up!
Fuck you.
For real?
Really? These guys are like that much health? Booyah, bitch. Now, who called you?
Who sent you here?
The order came from the head honchos in RK.
You mean Soma?
Not that high up. It was one of the bosses. There's a bunch of them.
What did they tell you to do once you found Kuwana?
They just said to catch him. Well, they also made it very clear not to kill him. Like we'd pulled the trigger. We never even heard what our cut was.
Just another useless grunt. Tell me, gentlemen, how would you feel if you found out you were just pawns in public security's game?
We're playing what game now?
Oh my god.
I suggest you quit RK while you can. Go tell your buddies, get them out too. Otherwise, they'll keep you in the dark, use you and toss you aside. And then, you'll end up in a ditch there's no crawling out of.
Yes?
Pardon me. You would be Reiko Kusamoto, correct?
Sir, it's a little late for this. And how'd you get in here in the first place? I've expressly forbid having visitors.
Come now. I'm a coordinator with the National Police Bureau, but I'm sure you're familiar with my Division of Public Security. Banda was my name, ma'am.
Are you now? Well, I'm afraid coordinator is rather vague.
I have a more public-facing title as well, of course. But I'm trying to be discreet here, so let's not get bogged down with minor details. It's in our best interests. I'm afraid that won't happen. I've already seen to that.
What is this?
There's a question I need answered with some urgency, Kusumoto-san. It concerns the disappearance of a certain individual.
Huh.
About 5 years ago, a man vanished off the streets of Kamurocho. I'm sure you'll recognize him. A former classmate of Mitsuru-kun here, Shinya Kawai. I believe there are things you might know. I can say that with some level of certainty, as a matter of fact.
Damn.
A shadow looms over Yagami and Kuwana. Japan's National Intelligence Agency, Public Security, fixes its gaze on Reiko Kusumoto of the Ministry of Health. 5 years ago, Kuwana prompted her to take revenge on Shinya Kawai for pushing her son to the brink. Secrets can only lie dormant so long, and upon their waking, chaos ensues.
Done it again, Tsukumo. Can't believe you found it.
I figured Mitsuru Kusumoto would be in one of the better hospitals around the health ministry. That narrowed it down to just a few locations. Then I pinpointed the exact one through sheer determination.
And that led you to Toto University Hospital. So Mitsuru is still lying in a coma there?
Yep. Reiko Kusumoto has been visiting her son every night for the past 13 years. Even after she became vice minister. If you gentlemen want to meet her in person, that would be your best chance.
Yagami, you seriously think you can convince Reiko Kusumoto to turn herself in?
Well, try at least.
She's at the top of the food chain. If it comes out that she committed murder, the whole country's gonna lose it.
If they hadn't tried to hide it, nobody else would have needed to pay for it. Sawa-sensei.
Yeah. You're right.
And if she confesses to killing Kawai, public security will run out of reasons to keep defending her. So in theory, that should free up the police to pursue Soma about Sawa-sensei.
Totally agree with you there.
But Kawana-san's against that, right? Didn't he say he wouldn't let her turn herself in?
Yeah. That's why he's not in the loop on this.
So, you're just gonna show up? You do know she's probably surrounded by public security at all times, don't you?
Just means we gotta be prepared for that. Like the professional detectives we are.
Prepared? How?
Just leave it to us. Yagami-san, I gotta go get ready. Let's meet at Toto University Hospital.
Got it.
See ya.
So what do you need from me in this, Yagami?
Got any old acquaintances in RK? Think you can find out where Soma and Akutsu are?
You forget who you're talking to? Why wouldn't I be able to cover that? I knew a few ex-Tojo guys who go in and out of RK on the regular.
Thanks. Watch your back. If they find out you're spying on them, they won't like it.
I'll be ready.
like the professional ex-Yakuza I am. See ya.
Bye bye.
He's rough around the edges, but in the end, he comes through.
Yeah. Turns out he's got extra time on his hands.
Why don't you hire him at your office, Yagamishi?
I'll talk about that with Kaito-san once he recovers. Anyway, sorry Tsukumo. We have to take Sugiura from you again.
Why start apologizing now? It's all good. We'll talk again soon.
Oh, what the fuck? Move. Yeah, I'm gonna end this one here.